The purpose of this video is to demonstrate how to use the Trust Radiology Acknowledgement System, or RAS for short. Essentially, when an exam is booked, we need an audit and a guarantee that the radiology report has been read and something has been actioned by a clinician. The RAS system facilitates this. This software remains in development, and the final user interface may appear differently to the version used in this video. The RAS system draws requester information from ICM and lead clinician details from IPM and SALAS. It is essential that users of IPM and SALAS accurately record lead clinician data, otherwise this can significantly impact on data fidelity within RAS and generate erroneous reports. In particular, it is essential clinician transfers are actioned correctly. Concise how-to user videos are available in the ServiceNow knowledge base to support the correct use of this functionality. Please note, when searching by patient in ICM, users should also ensure the correct episode is selected from the Show Visits list. The current attendance, for example, will be displayed at the top of this list. An additional module will be available on the CA landing page to clinical users requiring access. Other colleagues, for example admin staff, will also have access to this module. The correct permissions will be assigned to the appropriate user groups prior to use. After selecting the RAS module, we're presented with this initial view. We can start to build our lists using the Set Filters button to search for patients by the appropriate ward or wards, specialties, and referrers. Additional include options are also available to supplement these filters. Once you have clicked the Set Filters button, a window will pop up on the right-hand side. The first filter option is the clinician field. If filtering by the referrer who posted the request in ICM, enter, as prompted, at least 3 letters of the first name or surname, or at least 3 digits of the appropriate GMC number. The specialty or specialties can be selected by typing in the specialty name or selecting the specialty via the drop-down list. You can also filter by ward below in exactly the same manner. More than one of each can be selected if necessary. The default view in RAS is for all patients, but as you can see, we can change this to show inpatients only or show discharged/outpatients using the drop-down. Requests that require acknowledgement include those with reports from radiology, as well as did not attend and the various cancelled reasons in ICM and CRIS. Further include options are available below these filters. Include clinician as lead clinician will include results for your chosen clinician listed in the lead clinician column. Include unreported requests refers to those that have been ordered, but as of yet have not been reported on by a radiologist. Include acknowledged reports allows us to view radiology reports that have already been read, actioned, and acknowledged.
Only reports with actions to be completed is another option.
A 30-day date picker for the report is also available. After setting the filters required for your search, click Apply Filters to pull data into the grid view. The grid's default sorting is to put alerted reports at the top, followed by any other reports for the same patient before moving to the next alerted report. This can be changed or reordered by clicking on the column title itself. Please be aware, in order to have the report alert column in its default order of alerted reports at the top, you will need to reset your filters via the Set Filter button. Hovering over the column title reveals a 3-bar menu. Clicking on this reveals up to 3 other icons. The first gives access to search and, if available, filter functions for the column contents. The second icon, with 3 vertical lines, reveals a search field for the column headings included in the grid. These column headings can be removed and added to the grid via these tick boxes to the left of the column name. The 3 horizontal lines, on the other hand, enable us to pin columns to either the left or right-hand sides of the screen should they need to be locked and visible at all times when scrolling horizontally. This could be particularly useful when using a smaller screen such as a laptop. Auto-sizing options can also be accessed to adjust the column width more appropriately to the column contents. Please note, the Reset Columns function is currently redundant. Filters, again, specifically for column contents, are also immediately available beneath each of the column headers. Filtering criteria can be typed if, as in this instance, the field is white. Finally, columns can be reordered by clicking and dragging them to the required position. Preferences such as this will automatically be retained. Just to highlight a few of the columns on this screen, the Entered By column indicates the name of the person that entered details of the radiology request into ICM. The Acknowledged column will show the name of the individual that has acknowledged the report. The Report Date column, the information in this column will turn red if this date to be acknowledged by is exceeded. One column of particular significance, as referenced earlier, is the Report Alert Type column. Patients with red, amber, cancer, and significant addendums will be presented at the top of the list. As shown, these alerts will be color-coded red, amber, and cancer alerts will be colored blue. These alert types are applied by radiologists within the CRIS system to make certain reports clearly visible to the clinician as being important. The report could otherwise appear in the list of other unacknowledged results, and the clinician would be unaware of its significance. RAS does not replace the existing escalation processes for these alerted reports. As for requests from GPs, the radiology report will be sent automatically to their ICE system and will include a header indicating if the report is red, amber, and so on. To select a radiology request from the grid, simply click anywhere on the row in question. We are then presented with the following screen where we can review the order number, patient's demographics, clinical history, the radiology reports, upcoming appointments, ED nerve center information, and an audit trail of users who have previously interacted with this screen. Clicking on Next Report will take you to the next report on the grid. To the right of the report, the clinician can assign an appropriate action or actions. Please note, if no further action is required, you can select this option and it will acknowledge this on the report simultaneously. Other action examples include contact GP, contact patient, further scan, and outpatient follow-up appointment required. There is also an additional info action. Selecting this action will bring up a free text box where you can add further notes and additional information in the Actions Taken box. Action tick boxes are available to mark off a specific action as complete. Please note though, RAS doesn't physically initiate any of these actions and is very much an audit tool only in this regard. The only exception is the Reassign Clinician option. After reassigning to another clinician, the patient will now appear on their list as opposed to whoever submitted the initial radiology request. Please utilize this option, for example, if you've made a radiology request on a colleague's behalf. Once the appropriate action has been assigned, we can then acknowledge the radiology report has been read and understood. Please be aware, while both sets of users will navigate the system in the same way, consultants can action and acknowledge all radiology reports. Juniors cannot acknowledge alerted reports, but are still able to add actions to them. After clicking Acknowledge, click Close in the bottom right-hand corner to return to the previous grid. You can use the Include Acknowledge Report selector, as previously mentioned, should we ever need to filter and revisit reports that have previously been dealt with. Any acknowledged report will have the name of the person that acknowledged the report in the Acknowledged column. If a change is made to a report after it's been acknowledged, for example, a significant addendum has been added, the report will reappear as unacknowledged again, requiring re-acknowledgement. You will still see any previous actions. Lastly, as previously mentioned, RAS reports provide an auditing feature. If there's any confusion over who acknowledged the reports or removed an action you thought was previously there, the audit view will display every staff member who has viewed the reports as well as what they have done. We understand using RAS will require changes to processes for clinical and administrative staff across many service lines. However, RAS will provide staff with a user-friendly and highly visual means to manage their results list and mark off the exam responses from radiology accordingly. Should you have any queries regarding the use of the system, further information can be obtained via the ServiceNow knowledge base. This can be accessed via the help and feedback icon in the top right-hand corner of your RAS screen or via the IT help desktop icon.